I'm Katrina and this is my channel Create Something Pretty. I have a video today of my favourite makes of 2022. I'm going to include 5 items because otherwise we'd be here all day. And I have my kids home and the sun has just poked its head out and I want to get outside. So I thought I'd make you this quick video while the kids are in the other room, they're watching telly, they've got their headphones on, so the house seems quiet. So let's get started. First of all, I want to let you know what I'm wearing. This is a plantain tee by Deer & Doe. The scoop neck, I actually technically haven't finished this one yet. It looks finished, but I've got to weave in my ends from my cover stitch machine. They're hanging out, and I pull on cover stitch machines too tightly before you weave them in, they just all pop out. Unless I'm doing it wrong. I probably am, I don't know. We'll soon find out. So there's the plantain tee from Deer & Doe. So I'm going to start with my cozy jacket from Patton Scout. This is definitely one of my favourite items I made last year, and I'm very proud of it. I love the cozy jacket. It is such a versatile jacket, and it's kind of a crop style jacket, which makes it go with just a lot of outfits. You can wear it with dresses or casually, or I just thought when I first saw it come out, it's just a really sort of classy, casual, very stylish sort of jacket. And it can be made in so many different fabrics, and you can get so many different styles out of the one pattern. And I love that. It can be made in knits and in wovens, and I love patterns like that. Versatility is wonderful for a pattern. Mine is made in a poodle fleece. I'll put it on for you so you can see it. Mine is made in a poodle fleece. All my fabrics are from Spotlight because of convenience. They're the closest store to me, so I tend to get all my things there, and I can physically go there and touch them, and I know what I'm getting. So it's a creamy coloured Sherpa fleece. I have lined it when I'm pretty sure this is a cotton jersey with little snow leopards. I don't know, can you see that? Got snow leopards on the inside. My pockets hopefully line up. It zips up, and there is another option to have a button placket rather than a zip, and I'm not sure if the collar is different on the other jacket, other style, but I have the add-on pack as well, and I'm hoping to make a denim style or canvasy style jacket as well. I think they're called a chore jacket. I think it maybe just depends where you're from, but yeah, that's something I would like to have, especially for my summer wardrobe. But I love this jacket. I'm so proud of it. I feel like it's quite an easy jacket to make, but I feel like it looks impressive, and I love that. There is an option, I don't know if you can see this. This part here can be elasticized, and then you can have your like more sporty sort of a look. And I love it. I think it is a fabulous jacket. I do want to try that option eventually. But I love this. This is the Patton Scout cozy jacket. My next item is, let's go to this one. This is such a wonderful pattern. I think I was one of the last people in the sewing community to actually make it. And I will put pictures in as well for all of these of me wearing them, because these are on coat hangers, so that's not a very good indication of what it looks like. But this is the Sagebrush top blouse from Friday Pattern Company. I made mine in a poly crepe, and it has, can you see, I don't know if the colour is going to work. It's got little pink little splodges on it, or animal print, I'm not sure what that is. But I just really liked the colour. I liked the pink, a little bit pink as well, because I like my dark colours, but I like them pink as well. I left off the ruffle on the front because I just didn't want too much flounciness. I like puffy sleeves and a ruffle. I just thought it would make it look a bit more everyday. Particularly this fabric as well. It does hold, like as much as it drapes, it does actually hold it as well. Not so much as like a cotton or something like that. But yeah, I wanted whatever I wore to drape, because it's just a better look on my shape. So that is a Sagebrush top from Friday Pattern Company. I actually feel that this would be a great pattern if a beginner sewer is looking to try something a little different, maybe a little bit more tricky, because it looks fabulous and it's not hard to make. There's a lot of there's just a few things you could learn, and I think Friday Pattern Company is a great place to start. A little bit of gathering, a bit of top stitching. It's just a tie fastening. There's no buttons, no zips, and I think it's fabulous. I love this top. I think it's a great place to start. There's a Friday Pattern Company Sage Brush Top. Love it. Okay, so my next item I want to go with is the Grab a Cup of Cardi from Patton Emporium. This jumper comes in several lengths. I think it's either a cropped or a midi length. I'm not really quite sure what I went for now. It has buttons on the front. It's like your grandpa style cardi. This one has a slight puffy sleeve at the end. I love this. I love it so much. It really surprised me. I don't get too excited about making jumpers, but this one, it just got me. It just went with everything. It is actually a little bit too big for me. I do want to make another one and size down. It looks a bit too oversized. I want to make all the lengths. I've actually got fabric for it, and I do plan to make it eventually, but I might do a bit later on once autumn comes along, because at the moment it's quite hot and I'd rather be making dresses at the moment. But I love this. Grab a Cup of Cardi by Patton Emporium. This is more your advanced beginner to intermediate makers, just because of the buttonholes and sewing. I found this a little bit challenging. This is an interface knit, and just to hold a bit of strength to support the buttons. And yeah, I just think this is a fabulous one. Patton Emporium patterns, they have fabulous instructions. So if you think that you'd like to make this, go for it. I think you'll be supported enough, you probably would get through it with no problems. So Grab a Cup of Cardi, Patton Emporium. That is the third one. And next I want to go with this one. This is a top. Whoop, doesn't want to come over. I made this last year, sort of winter time. This is the Vera top by Forget Me Not Patterns. I might put a picture of me wearing it, because you can't really see very well here. It's made in I think it might be a rayon elastane. It's very drapey, beautiful sort of jersey knit fabric. All those words are probably wrong for description, but it's drapey. I love it. I got so much wear out of it. It has a little puff at the end, and I went with a short cuff. There's a couple of different versions. I also added in a scoop neck on mine. I like things a little bit lower on my chest. I feel like it evens out my shape. And I just really love it. I love the color. I think this color is fabulous. I need more red in my wardrobe. I would love to have a lot more like this. And yeah, so that is the Vera top. This is also a free pattern, and this scoop neck is also goes with the iris tee as well. So I definitely recommend this one. Great pattern and free. You can't go wrong. And then lastly, to move out of the way a bit, I have my Tammy Handmade Ria dress. Hopefully I'm saying that right. There's a couple of them that I mix up their names, but Tammy Handmade dress. I love this one. It's very, very, very basic, and it's very effective. It's a really easy, I found it a very easy dress to make. You don't have to worry about the length of the straps, because they tie up, so you can just tie them how they fit you the best. And it's a lined bodice, gathered skirt. There's no darts or anything. And it's a really great summery style. It's got a little flounce at the bottom. I just think it's a fabulous dress. It's a really easy one. Very effective. Be great on the beach, great on hot days. We've got a streak of around the 30s, getting a bit higher later on in the week coming up. So this is going to get a lot of wear. I've been considering making a couple of others. So I do find a lot of Tammy handmade patterns, they seem to be very similar in the fact that they're easy to make. And it's a real basic style, but it's so wearable and it's so worth having in your wardrobe. I love this pattern. I intend to make it again. Cannot go wrong with this one. Now, one of my other favorite makes that I don't have with me is a knitting bag that I made for my mum for Mother's Day. It was a labor of love. It was a huge job. I ended up drafting the knitting bag myself, which I have done that sort of thing before, but this was intense. I had pockets on the outside in a decor fabric from Spotlight, and I'll put pictures on the side here so you can see them. And it was in a red, it's sort of a mid-weight canvas. So to sew the two together, it was quite thick for my machine, and I found myself hand winding my machine through parts of it. There was a lot of top stitching, a lot of changing colours because I needed the white top stitching and the red top stitching. Hopefully I'm remembering those colours correctly. I haven't seen the bag for a few months now, so hopefully the colours are right. And it was just a lot of work. I had to make sure I got the steps right. I inserted the clasp before I stitched different parts of it. It was just, there was a lot of processes, and I had to make sure I got that right. So that is probably my proudest make of last year, my mother's knitting bag. The only thing I wasn't so sure about, I think it came up just a little bit bigger than what I was planning. I would like to make another one for myself, maybe one not quite so labor intensive. When I started making it, I thought it would be a simple job and I'd be doing it for maybe 2-3 days max, and that's on and off. I intently, like from all the time that I had free those days, I was working on them all day for 3 days straight, and then I think it took me a bit longer than that again to really finish it properly. It was a huge job. Very proud of it. My mum was happy with it. She did not realize I made it. And that's exactly the reaction that I'm after. So that's all the items. That's most of the items that I was happy with last year. I was very pleased with a lot of things I made. I made my son an Ellie and Mac Henley placket. I think that's what it's called. I'll put the name down if I've got it wrong. Henley placket tea last year, and that is another one that stands out in my mind as one that's very it challenged me. It was a new technique I had to learn, so I am very proud of that one as well, and I'll put photos in of that as well. So yeah, I had a really big year of learning how to do things last year. I'm quite pleased with a lot of what I made, and I think I kind of learnt more of what I actually need in my wardrobe and made things that I would wear. So I think last year was a great success in my sewing life. So I hope this has been an enjoyable video for you to watch. I want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed and commented over the last week. And thank you for all your likes as well. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already done that. And I'm hoping to include at the end of this video, if you watched my last video, you would be aware that my husband and I were going to stain our deck. We were cleaning it off. It had been neglected for 3 years, and we needed to restain it, clean it off, restain it, make it look beautiful again. We have done that. It's finished. It looks fantastic, and I'm too scared to put my plants back on it because I don't want to ruin all the hard work. But I'll put some photos of that in at the end. So please hang around, keep an eye out for that if you're interested, and I will speak to you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.